Hello everyone and welcome to LB Otaku, and today we're looking at another KO figure, this time from Wolverine Revoltech.
A bit special.
Guess you found
You all know who
Go on
Wolverine is.
in.
He's
The
the
water's
coolest mutant
fine.
alive. And this figure went for more or less the original look from Wolverine, and I love it. I'd actually reviewed another KO of Revoltech from this line that was Deadpool, and that figure was okay, but I think they actually improved some things. Not just on the original figure, but on the KO as well. So, let's start that intro.
Previously on X-Men.
Follow me. I'll cover you.
Come on, move it. We're missing dinner.
So for the most part, the painting and sculpting of this figure is really amazing, and it is very accurate to the original figure. I do think that the yellow color may be a little bit different. I feel, at least for the promotional material images, this color seems a bit darker than the original one, but I'm not sure. But overall, you cannot tell that it is a bootleg just by looking at it. A good job! So let's look at the accessories and what the figure comes with. Now this figure I bought without a box. It has that new Revoltech stand that I much prefer than the other one. It has actually an extension also. I'm not sure what it is for, because the figure becomes too heavy with that. But then we have that claw also, so you can actually support it with that. Oh, a piece came off. You can use the claw instead of just pegging it in, and then you have let me see, we have like this, yeah, it can fit here supposedly. You have this peg also to, it is for this effect if you want to cut in an angle, because it is that little cutting effect. Now the figure comes with this neutral face that looks really good, but it has these two faces, an angry face and this little annoyed face. I really like the faces. I think they're painted very well, sculpted very well. Then we have two hands. Every hand has those little cover parts for the claws that you can remove and put the claws in, so it's a nice detail. We have this gun wielding hands that actually don't have guns. We have two post hands that have the claws right now inserted in, and we have this one to hold the cigar that it's supposed to come with, but it doesn't come with a cigar. We have these two extra Revoltech joints for the shoulders, and this cigar actually made by me from a simple toothpick. I cut the toothpick, I painted over it, and I make a cigar for this hand, because I don't know why they didn't put the cigar in. It's not just from the bootleg, it is the original also has the problem. So you need to remove these little parts. These are very squishy type of plastic, so you need to be careful not to break them, but you can remove them. Why the hell did I do this so offset from the camera? I'm sorry guys, I'm an idiot. But yeah, I'm continuing to pull, they kind of get stuck there, but yeah, I removed it, and then I can pop off the claws. Let those pop off very easily and put in the new arm. Very simple overall, and yeah, looks great. It's a great system. Some people complain that the claws are too long. I don't agree. I think they look good, and I'm happy with it.
What are we all waiting for? Invitations?
I got invitations right here. Enough for everybody.
So the figure doesn't come with a lot of accessories, but it brings enough for a Wolverine figure. Now the cigar part, it should come.
And now comes the interesting part. Let your fingers get in there and have a good old rub-a-dub.
So okay, we got our Revoltech articulation. So we got a great articulation on the head and neck with two Revoltech joints. We have that little plastic part to hide gaps. Now, the neck, yeah, I can create some gaps, but you can fix it very well. It's actually very well made. Then you have these shoulder plates that are in hinges, and you can rotate and actually bring it forward and back a bit. Then we have the shoulder. The shoulder has that double Revoltech joint system, but this one actually works really well because you have that shoulder plate that you can hide the articulation in, so it's not like Deadpool that becomes really visible. Then we have a Revoltech joint 2, actually a ball joint in the elbow. What this does is it helps hide the joint a little bit more when you pose it. It's a good idea, because Revoltech joints are very big, so they do stand out a lot. Now we have another small Revoltech joint on the wrist. Now all of these are not clicky like the real Revoltech joints, but they are tight. Now then you have another Revoltech joint connecting the upper torso to actually the waist, but that waist part right there is a floating piece, like the belt. It does crunch a lot and lean back a lot, but it leaves gaps, so you need to only move it in a position where you don't really see the gaps. Then we have 2 ball joints for each of the legs that allows a beautiful spread, kicking very far, not too much back because of the bulk of the legs. Then you have that weird swivel on the upper thigh on an angle, and then you have this simple hinge on the leg. Actually this one was stuck because of paint. Paint was gluing it and I took out. We have then this ball joint on that boot, and that actually gives you a little bit more posability. And then we have a simple Revoltech joint for the foot and a toe hinge. Posability on this guy is amazing. And even though the KO came with some problems that I fixed with the dryer and with some patience, wait till you have everything working, it looks exactly the same. I'm glad I got it.
I know what you're thinking, punk. Question is, can I get Wolverine before he turns me into shish kebab with those claws?
Gotta give props to Revoltech for fixing some of the issues that Deadpool had. Let's look at his size. Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi Deadpool. Revoltech Yamaguchi Vasta Stampede from Trigun. Mecha Dante from Devil May Cry. Variable Action Hero Gintoki from Gintama. Figma Gilgamesh from Fate Grand Order. Figma Celti Sturluson from Durarara Season 2. Figma Ram from ReZero. Playar Sky Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy VII AC. I've seen some negative feedback from this figure from some other reviewers, especially the original, claiming it's a bad Wolverine figure and that they don't like what Revoltech does in terms of their engineering to make posability a thing, but I don't see it at all. While I do think some of the engineering that Revoltech has been doing lately has been exaggerated in terms of some of the mechanics that they put into, the reality is the sculpting and detail make this one of the best Wolverine figures I've seen so far.
I hope you're into recycling.
The KO surprised me positively. I have basically nothing negative actually to say about it, except of course the problems that I had in the beginning with it, but I managed to do some quick fixes. Overall, I do give this figure my low budget otaku seal of approval.
Yeah, boy.
Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe and hit that bell icon to know when a new video is up.
See you next time.
Do it! Just do it!